ready for a major spoiler what all of the spiritual techniques actually lead to. Whether it's a mantra, whether it's meditation, whether it's following your breath, whether it's vipassana, whether it's any other brand names, TM, transcendental meditation. I don't even want to pose myself as somebody who has even heard of them all. There's an infinite, there's an abundance of techniques. And yet, essentially, one way of seeing what they're all pointing to is just dropping away of not self, not ego, not fighting, not striving, not arriving, but actually just letting go is all about letting go. If you if that sentence feels incomplete, you can add resistance. It all becomes about noticing and letting go of the resistance. And the noticing doesn't have to come first. It actually can come second. So we can first just by ceasing to do what we are stuck doing in a habitual loop, which essentially is resistance. It's resistance to life, no matter how subtle. Even if you can't find that consciously in your experience, you think that you kind of are an easygoing person going with the flow, everything is good. There is a subtle root of suffering which shows up as resistance. And that is precisely what Buddha talked about. I mean, he probably put it the most succinctly out of all the teachers and teachings. Human life is suffering. Suffering is due to resistance and clinging, or aversion and clinging. They're the two sides of the same coin. Let's just stick with resistance. There is a way out of it, and there is a path for getting out of it. Forget the path. This is already the path unfolding before your very eyes in your life. Notice the resistance. Something brought you to this video today. If there's one thing you're going to take away from it, just notice the resistance in your life. And notice how there's even resistance to resistance. And so, turtles all the way down. And where is the way out? That's $1 million question. Where is the way out? And the way out is to stop wishing for a way out. To stop wishing that there even is a way out. Essentially, to stop wishing you were anywhere else but here, where you are, here, now. And you see how beautifully it encapsulates all of the teachings, right? Like we've got Eckhart with Power of Now. There's just this, stay here, abide here. There's Ram Dass with be here now. Just be here now. Forget tomorrow and yesterday. There is that sense of letting go. We've heard that across many different traditions, right? Let go, let go. And we can also see it through the lens of love and acceptance. Because in order to abide here now, there's even this, right? Like, what is this? That's the vertical of just, I experience it almost somatically when I put my hands like this, right? There's a settling into the present moment right here, not moving either direction. There's just this centeredness and an okayness with what's unfolding. So through the lens of Christ consciousness of love that is all encompassing, and the keyword is all. It's easy to imagine Jesus as being this really, somebody that you might not aspire to, mimic in the sense that he really seemed to muster just so much love for everyone. How did he do that? But it's not that, it's beyond that. It's I wanna make a bold statement that was actually effortless for Jesus, because he was not loving other people. He was loving the totality of creation. He was loving all that is. And I can find that experience as the heart opens up. There's something binary. For a while on the path, it feels like there's that beautiful process of the heart opening and gaining capacity to love more and more and more. We love more of ourselves. We love more of what we see ourselves in others. That's ultimately the only thing that others are to us. Is just mirrors. And we learn to love the ambulance sirens outside. I don't know if if you can hear that, and the honking and the conflict and the rush. And we go from resisting, oh, I don't want to feel rushed, I don't want people honking at me, and we go to not tolerating it, because that seems like an in-between step, but it's not that either. It's a deep settling into the present moment where honking is part of the present moment. Maybe there's conflict, maybe somebody flipped you off, maybe somebody's a slow driver, maybe you're having a bad day, and noticing how just that subtle thought that that should not be here, that I don't want my day to look like that, is the very essence of that which fuels the seeking, which is the very thing that keeps you from arriving, because as long as you will seek, you will not find. As long as you tell yourself, as long as you entertain the belief which colors all of you, all of the existence, all of your world, all of your reality, as long as you tell yourself that this is not it, this is not good enough, then so it shall be, and so it is. And so the invitation here is to notice how subtle the resistance can be, and paradoxically, because if it only were that simple, it's simple, but it's not easy. So if it only were that easy, that we become aware of resistance and we just drop it. So how does it actually work? And I'll think I'll leave it for another video, because this already is massive. Let this feeling wash over you. Don't get caught in your head. Don't start thinking how to get there. Just allow that recognition that in truth, all of your suffering only ever has come from this one thing. And this is what all traditions, all spiritual techniques also point to. That as you, this is, I'm gonna make a full circle and finish here. As you sit with your eyes closed and you focus on your breathing, you do a body scan, you repeat a mantra, you focus on columns of light, whatever it might be, you are not resisting in that moment. You're redirecting your habitual conditioned mind that's used to resist on autopilot, and you give it a different task just for the time being so that it ceases to resist. And in that cessation, as many Vipassana students will confirm, during those 10 days of meditating for 10 hours a day, something begins to open and shift and flow out of itself. There's no instruction. I am an old student myself, and there are instructions, but they have more to do with just how to actually do the body scan, and how to learn to focus the mind on the body scan without an explicit mentioning of resistance, because it's not something that you need to understand. It's not something that you do. You are simply letting go of the habitual pattern of resisting. And as the resistance drops away, in absence of it, something much greater, much more intelligent, much more graceful and easeful can begin to manifest. I don't know what word to use, honestly, but it's wild and it's magical, and it can only be known through experience. The mind will try to conceptualize this, will try to find a way of getting there sooner, and that too is precisely the very thing that is fueling the search, because it is running on the belief that you're still not there. I'm still not there. I will catch Milo's next video, and maybe then I'll get it. And if not, then I will keep subscribing, subscribe and like, leave a comment below, and I'll get it in the video after that, or the next retreat, or the next teacher, or the next healing session, or the next book. So I'm definitely gonna, this feels so rich to me, definitely worth talking about. So I'm gonna dedicate a couple of next videos to talking precisely about this as well. So do subscribe, do watch the next video, but not from a place of needing to get somewhere else than you are already. Let this be a celebration of our innate freedom that's already here, always been here, and our seeming search for it, which is seen as a beautiful story, a beautiful unfolding. It's the whole cosmic joke. You've never left home. So see you in the next one.